Hey everyone, Thornton here, and it's been a little less than a week that Season 2 of the finals has come out, and I myself have been having an absolute blast with it, and I know a lot of you have as well. There are a couple of concerns, and some people are even saying, is the game dying? And we're going to actually dispel those rumors because it is not the case at all, and this season is actually going to be continuing to ramp up and give us even more content. We're going to go over everything you guys need to know about what's really going on behind the scenes with the finals 2, what improvements are coming, and, without further ado, let's jump into it. The finals has always been a very polarizing game since its launch, mainly because it launched with such huge fanfare, and since then the player count has seen fluctuations, which is normal. You can't always stay on cloud 9. However, there has been the hype of the brand new Season 2, and there are notable aspects that suggest that this game is going to be resilient and have potential for a very, very long time. Now, the big thing that came in Season 2, or at least that caught a lot of people's eyes, was the introduction of the 5v5 power shift game mode, which was anticipated to be a significant draw for players, especially because it kind of resembles popular modes in other games like Team Fortress 2 or even Overwatch. However, when you do a closer inspection and you get to play a little bit more of it hands-on, there are a couple of issues with the game which might need to be addressed in the near future. One of the core problems that I personally highlighted was the ease in which teams could defend the platform due to the presence of walls around it. The design choice actually makes it a bit challenging for attackers to mount a successful assault. Maybe I'm just a potato, maybe you're really good and you're like, well, you're just bad, skill issue. You could be totally right. I'm just pointing something out. This often leads to matches being decided by the team that gained an early advantage rather than through dynamic gameplay and strategic maneuvers, which is one of the highlights of the finals in its normal game modes like Quick Cash or Tournament. The whole thing is we like dynamic gameplay, we like strategy, and this mode kind of lacks that. Maybe it's supposed to be a little bit more of a casual thing, but this lack of variety and excitement could actually deter players from engaging with the new mode going further and could cause issues with the player count. Moreover, the power shift has a very static nature which contradicts the fast-paced and movement-focused gameplay that makes the finals, like I said, so engaging for a lot of us. Players are accustomed to the game's emphasis on mobility and agility, and they find that the stationary nature of this mode is, less appealing. You sit on the platform, you sit behind the walls, you shoot people. It isn't as engaging as other aspects which made this game so popular and fun, and there's also a lack of ability and a restriction to showcase our skills and adaptability. It's just a fundamental flaw which I think the team is going to be addressing in a future update. Because despite the concerns regarding the new mode, Season 2 of the finals introduced huge improvements that I don't think are being talked about enough, such as the specialization and gadgets, including the medium's dematerializer. These additions were absolutely amazing to see added into the game. It's a fun new way to play it. Sometimes it doesn't work out, sometimes it does, but then also tying the lore of the CNS into this was just an absolute chef's kiss of game design. Being able to now alter the environment with a whole new way of hacking abilities instead of just blowing up the walls is really, really cool and very, very clever. But I do have to actually mention that while the initial hype surrounding Season 2 did lead to a peak in player count on platforms like Steam, there has been a subsequent decline in numbers, suggesting the need for sustained engagement and innovation to retain and attract players. However, once again, Embark, the development team's responsiveness to feedback and willingness to address gameplay issues and introduce compelling content has always been absolutely top tier. In addition to that, Nexon has actually given us information saying that they will be doing a ton of financial support and they have a ton of confidence in the finals. They've already started to put up some ads that you might have seen on websites indicating that they are going to be doing more and more marketing campaigns, and hopefully a couple of them take off and get very viral. I don't think just putting a little banner frame there is going to be the end-all be-all solution. I think you're going to need to do some really cool stuff with creators in the future. Another issue in the game right now was the ranked situation where you could not see your fame points. And once again, highlighting how amazing this dev team is, this is Embark Oscar, who's actually streaming the game for everyone to watch, and he gives us a ton of information on what changes are coming. Take a look.
Why can't I see my fame points? That's a good question, Nick. So, with Season 2, we updated the rank system quite a bit. It's really quite different from Season 1. And so the fame points aren't really there in the same way anymore. Rather, you will, first of all, 8 placement rounds, all right, to get your first starting rank. Most of you are going to wind up between bronze and gold. From there, you're going to work towards your like actual rank based on if you win or if you lose your games. This season you can also demote. So if you play horribly or if you have terrible teammates, we all know how it is sometimes. Tuesday queues, evenings are terrible. You can actually demote. But the important thing is you're gonna get rewards based on your best placement in the entire season. So if you hit platinum at one point and then you demote all the way down to silver, you're still gonna get your platinum rewards, okay? But the actual fames aren't visible right now. But we've seen all the feedback, we've seen all of you go, hey, I want to know how close I am to ranking up. So we've heard it, we've seen it, we're gonna take it into consideration, as I hope you've noticed that we try to do a lot of the time.
I absolutely adore the fact that there is a dev member playing on stream, playing with the audience, and that he will give you answers when you have questions about it. You do not see this a lot in AAA gaming, and that is my main reason on why I do not believe the finals is dying, nor will it die anytime soon. When you have a dev team like this that is committed to engaging with the community and that is willing to listen to the community, that is a recipe for success built on all the other great gameplay features. I could sit here and talk about how the 5v5 mode lacks certain appeal to it, or how the ranked system needs to bring its points back, and knowing that the devs will listen and actually implement some of that means that there is nothing but a bright future for this game. Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on season 2 of the finals? Have you been really enjoying it? Do you think that there are any issues, and do you think that this game will last for a very long time as long as it has the support of Nexon? And if you guys are looking for more video game news, don't forget to check out my videos right here where I cover everything you guys need to know about the gaming world. And until next time, thank you for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video.